Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, there's no need to tell America, is Thursday. This is the evening of the week that we take the opportunity to answer our voluminous viewer mail. Keep in mind, won't you, these is actual letters from actual viewers. Letter number 1. Dear David, I just heard the new hit single, Steakhouse, on your December 5th show. Face it, Dave, the song doesn't match up to the famous Rent a Truck, Rent a Car song that is so near and dear to my heart. I am requesting you use the highly sensitive NBC applause meter to show the real favorite between the two songs. Sincerely, Ron Corey, Strasburg, Pennsylvania. All right, Ron, we'll certainly do that. First, let's listen to the new hit, Steakhouse, and then afterwards vote on that, if you will, please. Here it is, Steakhouse.
Your favorite cut of juicy meat, cooked so it melts in your mouth. Your family will love our steakhouse.
All right, now vote with your applause, your preference for... Okay. Perhaps the acoustics aren't what they could be in the studio. And now, selection number 2, the car and truck rental song.
Travel with these rent-a-car, carry a load, rent a truck. We supply the latest models, rent a car or truck from us.
All right, now vote if you'd prefer that song. It's not really fair. One's kind of an uptune, the other one's a ballad. Well... Geez, I was voting for Steakhouse all the way. Dear Dave, we have a serious problem, and the problem is you. The residents of my floor sit in front of the television every night waiting for you to come on the screen. The only degree these people will earn is a BS in late night. Help me, David. How can I solve this problem? I leave the future of 50 people, including my own, in your hands. Thank you. John Marcus, the resident advisor, American University, Washington, D.C. Well, John, your concern for these fine young people is certainly commendable. But I'm afraid you're mistaken in thinking that they have no futures, because for over a year now, NBC, in cooperation with the RCA Corporation and its University of the Airwaves program, have actually been awarding credits to serious viewers of this show. Bill, can you tell them a little bit more about this unique educational opportunity?
Glad to, Dave. The NBC University of the Airwaves grants 10 credits for each full season of late-night broadcasts viewed and awards this handsome degree suitable for framing to those viewers who complete the program. One of these babies is sure to make prospective employees sit up and take notice.
Thank you, Bill. Sit up and take notice. Letter number 3 begins, Dear Dave, perhaps one of the greatest misunderstandings of this or any other century is the widely held opinion that the state of Idaho leads the nation in its annual harvest of potatoes. Yes, I would have guessed that. Sincerely, Don, Potato Wizard, Catharon, Yakima, Washington. Well, that's interesting. He's enclosed a little poem there. Paul, a couple of weeks ago we had such good success with you reading a poem that we thought we'd give you another shot at it tonight. Do you mind working on this one?
This is a challenge.
Okay.
But I will take a crack at this, and I was told to do this in a sort of a sophisticated Noel Coward style. It seems strange that in the advent of fluorescence, that many people still prefer standard incandescence. But when will people see the light of the sun and realize that the potato capital isn't Idaho, but Washington? That's
Golly!
You threw the gauntlet, babe.
Golly! That's unbelievable,
You
Paul.
threw down the gauntlet, babe,
Yeah,
and I
you're
had
amazing.
to pick it up. You know
Just
what I mean?
amazing. Letter number 4. Dear Dave, I suppose that you think of yourself and other entertainers as being important. Ha! Let me put it in perspective for you, Dave. You are one of 10,000 billion living organisms that have inhabited this planet since the creation of life itself. The planet that you live on is a small, ordinary rock, sphere orbiting a common little sun tucked away in an obscure corner of plain old spiral galaxy. Assuming that you weigh 1,000 pounds, that's about right, your mass would be 1 billionth of the total mass of the known universe. Important? Not hardly. Signed, John Campbell, Lansdale, Pennsylvania. Well, John, your perspective is very interesting, but I think you failed to perceive the full scope of this very complex subject. Perhaps this clip from the award-winning science film entitled The Universe in You, produced by Bell Laboratories in cooperation with the Smithsonian Institute and the National Aeronautic and Space Administration, will help clear things up.
Your mass would be 1 billion, the total mass of the known universe. Let's go a step further and look at a contrast, not of size, but of significance. For example, entertainer David Letterman has an average viewing audience of well over 6 million people. He makes use of the National Broadcasting Company, which has over 500,000 employees across the United States. And his salary, although not yet known, is believed to be such that he could quit his job right now and be a wealthy man for 100 years. By contrast, John Campbell of Lansdale, Pennsylvania, has no job, no friends, and interviews with his parents suggest that he soon will have no home. Yes, John Campbell might as well be an amoeba to such a man as David Letterman.
Just having a little fun there. Some of the home viewers. Well, letter number 5. Dave, who do you think you're kidding? Not me. The public has a right to know. Conspiracy is written all over your face. We will not rest till it's all out in the open. Beware, Mr. Letterman. Sincerely yours, John Lorena, Revere, Massachusetts. John, this whole conspiracy thing has really been blown way out of proportion. The press has been slipshod in its handling of this affair, and in order to put this thing to rest, here now is our own late-night conspiracy expert with a statement. Take it away, sir.
No. Good evening. In recent weeks, I have made certain inflammatory accusations that I now realize are false. I was mistaken. Mr. Letterman, Connie Chung, the NBC network, and its parent company, RCA, are not involved in any sort of conspiracy. They are innocent. And I have recklessly slandered their good names. I make this statement of my own free will without any coercion or outside influence.
Okay, we got it. Take them downstairs.
Hey, how'd I do, fellas? Hey, have either of you seen my tie? Are we going to the kitchen? Not the manicure again, please, not the manicure.
All right. Yes. Once again, we've answered our viewer mail for another week. We got a great show for you. Liberace is here. We're going to take a 5-minute break with Bob Rooney, and also Julie Walters from Educating Rita is here. So come on back after you take a look at this, folks.